Hey everyone, Chang here and welcome to my channel. This is the practice problem video series where basically I go over problems that I feel like cover certain math concepts very well, or they're problems that I feel like you would normally see in a standardized test environment. Now, the best way to use this video series is that every time I introduce a problem, pause the video. Try to solve the problem yourself. Once you feel like you either got the answer or just need a little hint, continue the video and see where we can go from there. Well, let's begin. So for today's problem, we actually have this. What is the smallest integer that has a remainder of 1 when divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Now, don't get me wrong. I love this problem. The only thing I have against it is that I don't think this is a type of problem that should be used in like a standardized test environment. Now, the reason for that is quite simple. This is a problem that either you got it or you don't. Now, it would be fun to be able to sit down and really just think through this problem and how to solve it. But in a standardized test, you really only have a couple minutes to work on a problem. So there's no room for let me try different ways, let me brute force this. None of that, right? It's either you got it or you don't. So that's why I think this kind of problem, it's wonderful. It covers a specific math concept very well, but it's not one where you really want to work with when you're crunched for time. Well, hopefully this video will help you see what exactly to do when you see this kind of problem. Now, what is the smallest integer? So that's the key word right here. We have a smallest integer, right? That has a remainder of 1, so don't forget that, when divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, in this case, what you're going to do is you're actually going to use this, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're trying to find a number, the least common multiple of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, remember, in order to find a least common multiple, what you're going to do is you're going to break all of these numbers into its prime factors. Well, luckily for us, 2, the prime factor is just 2. Let's just do that. And then for 3, the prime factor is just 3. For 4, the prime factor is actually 2 squared. For 5, the prime factor is just 5. And for 6, the prime factor is 3 and 2. Now remember, to find the least common multiple of all of these numbers, what you're going to do is you're going to look at all these prime factors and choose the largest one. Well, in terms of 2, when we're looking at 2, we have 2, 2, and 2 squared. So that's the one we're going to pick, right? And then 3, we have 3 and 3. Doesn't matter. Let's just pick one of them. And then for 5, well, that's the only one, so we're going to have 5. Now, in this case, what we have is now just 2 squared times 3 times 5. Well, 2 squared is just 4, so let's just do 4 times 3 times 5. And in this case, that's 20 times 3, that's 60. Right? So normally, here's where some of the mistake happen. We find this, oh, we're done, right? No, because remember, the problem says remainder of 1. So with this, after you divide all of these numbers, you actually have to have a remainder of 1. So in this case, you're going to have to add a 1 for the remainder of 1. So your actual answer is 61. So hopefully this just introduced you to this type of problem so that if you see it on the standardized test, you know exactly what to do. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.